How is it going, everybody? My name is Unightable Cub, and today I am bringing you another video slash unboxing of the Strikepack. So first things first, the Strikepack is a device you can buy at any retailer: Amazon, Walmart, GameStop, anything that sells attachments. Even Target sells them. So they're about 30 bucks. To get that right out of the way, they're 30 bucks. They cost 30 bucks. All it is an adapter that adds paddles to the back of your controller, and it adds mods. But is it really worth that money? So let's find out. So getting into the unboxing of this device, it's very simple. It's a box. What I was gonna get. So this is the Strikepack mod pack. It works with the Series S controllers, Series X controllers, and it also will work with the older style controllers. Not the old ones that came out with the original Xbox One, but the ones that came out with the S and the X. So getting into pulling the package apart, of course you get everything right up front. You get the cord. It is a 10-foot USB Type-C cord. And you get the manual. The manual is online. You have to scan the QR code to get the manual. That's pretty much all that is. So the device comes in 2 plastic shells. You pull it apart and you should get 2 adapters, 2 casings, and the actual adapter or mod pack itself. So the adapter I am picking up now is the micro USB one, so you use on the older controllers. Now this one's styled specifically for the Xbox controllers because I do not own a PS5, so I did not buy that version, or PS4. So the adapter itself is very thin, and I got the white version, not the black version this time. I definitely think I like the white a little bit more. But overall, it is a pretty solid device. And then you have these back plates. So these plates are designed to fit in the back of the controller where the battery would be, to help make it have a better snug to it. And that's basically it. All you get: two adapters, the actual mod pack itself, and the 2 plastic shields. So how you hook it up? Very straightforward. So I have the newer style Series X controller here. This is the one that actually came with my day one release version. So you want the USB Type-C to mini USB. I'm not quite sure what that adapter is called. So once you have that in your hand, you want to go find the shielding that has the weird bump in it. It doesn't have a hole. The other one has a hole in it. This one just has like a bump at the corner. So you want to take your shielding, make sure the 2 little points are facing upwards, and then slide it right in. It should kind of fit in and not fall out. Then you want to take the actual adapter and just push it in like a battery, or the cover you put the battery in. And then once you've done that, grab the adapter. Now this is a little weird to put on here because you have to kind of wiggle it and bend it in the right place. But that's it. That's all you have to do to this thing hooked up, and you're pretty much ready to go. Alrighty, I'm going to show you guys how to map the buttons you want to use on the device, on this Strikepack itself. So one of the first things you want to do, of course, is plug in your Strikepack USB Type-C into the back. Make sure if you have a USB Type-C controller, you're using that controller. I prefer the newer ones just because how the D-pad and how the joysticks feel on these controllers. They feel a lot nicer than I was at the first generation. Of course, I love my Series X. Nothing goes wrong with that thing. So here we are with the Strikepack plugged in to the cable they provided me and the connection to the controller. So we want to start about mapping the buttons. The first thing, of course, once we get this thing hooked up, is we want to map these paddles so we can actually use them. Now for me, I like having A on the right paddle and B on the left paddle. It's just how I grew up playing COD, was having a scuff controller, of course, so it was the default. So I like it personally because having the A on the right and having the B on the left. So how to map them, we're going to start off is you flip it on the side. Each button here correlates to each paddle. So if we want to map the left paddle, in our case it'd be the right paddle. So if you want to map the right paddle, you just hold down this button, and when you're holding it down, you want to click the button you want to correlate to. So I want this paddle to be A, so I'm going to hold this down and click A. And I want this paddle to be B, I'm going to hold it down and click B. And basically that's pretty much the runaround of how to map these buttons. Pretty simple overall. So now, case in point here, right, I'm going to remap the button. I'm going to hold down this one. I'm going to hold it down and map it to this bumper. So all you do is click it. That's it. You let go. And when I click the button, okay, for some reason that didn't work. That was interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so now there's nothing mapped to the button. So I want to map it back to A. So we're going back out of the main menu, and I'm going to hold this again. And as I'm holding it down, I'm going to click A. And it should be A. Yep, there we go. Okay, I mapped it to A, so we are all good. So I did forget that you can't map the buttons, the paddles to the actual triggers. I completely forgot that. So that's the only thing you can't map is the triggers to the paddle. So any buttons though, like the push down for your knife or the crouch in certain games like Halo, you can remap to the, of course, the paddles. So that's how you hook up the paddles. I hope this was a little helpful. We're going to move on to the next step, of course, that's actually using the mods. So one of the first things I want to bring up about how to activate / use these mod menus or mods on this controller itself. So the first thing you want to do is the Strikepack, of course, is you want to take your 2 single buttons. You want to hold down your left bump button first and then your right one and hold it down for at least 5 seconds. So hold this one down and then click the right one. Hold it down, and when you let go, it should turn green. So once it turns green, we are no longer in tournament mode, we are in mod mode. So now if we hold the left D-pad for 5 seconds, this white light should turn on here. It's on. Alright, so now we're in the mods itself. Now how do you go back and forth? A is go to the left and X is go to the right. So then you can select what area of mod menu. So each light has its own list of mods that you can use for that selected light. So when you're going through them, you can be like, oh, I want to go here because this has rapid fire, turn it on. And then I want to go to the next one about like drop shotting, or have it so my keys are bind, or recoil mapping. Recoil mapping is over here. So if you want to have your gun pulled down while shooting it, you can. So the first thing first is rapid fire, of course. So what I'm going to do is how you activate it is hit Y. And it's going to vibrate. Now, it's going to vibrate every single time to let you know that it's in number 1. It'll just go boop, burp, burp. You can sort of hear it. So if I want to go into, I want to go to the second one on the list, all I do is hit Y again. And then 2 vibrates, letting you know that it's in the second mod in the menu. And if you want to get rid of it, you just hold the 2 square button, or the back button used to be. Or maybe it's this one. Okay. So you want to hold the line button. I was wrong. You want to hold the line button and you feel the controller like sound of like a soft vibrate to let you know that it's no longer in mod mode, or it's in that mod is activated. It just completely got rid of it. So that is basically the basic settings of how to go through the mods on this device itself. Really easy in my opinion about going through the mods. I've had one for a very long time. When I first started playing COD competitively, I had a scuff and my scuff broke, and we had a tournament later that day, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta do something about this. So I went to town, I drove to town and went to my local Walmart, and I found one of these for $30. Now for being $30 and buying one of these, I would say it's honestly worth it. If you just have the single controller, it works well, and you want to step up your game. But personally, of course, if you had the money, I would fully go out and buy Elite Series 2. It's got to go hand to hand. I would say it's my favorite controller. But if you don't have the money, this is the second best option, is the Strikepack for your generic controller. So first thing I want to check out is the first game I want to try. Is Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I haven't used one of these strike packs in many years. When I hit champ in Rainbow, I used Elite Series 2. I actually went out and bought one. Before then, I was using a Razer controller. Love that thing. It was a Wolverine Razer controller. Oh my god, it was absolutely fantastic. So, once Rainbow loads up, we're going to hop into the firing range and test out the options we have and how this thing works for the different mods and what they do. I want to make this video very informative and how you guys can use this properly, and especially how cheap it is. Most people can spend money and buy it. If you're playing, you just want people to have the paddles, it's so worth it just buying this device for the paddles. And now, I haven't played Rainbow in a while, but apparently now we can ban maps. So that's new to me. It wasn't in the rank circle, and new operative course came out, so that's a cool thing. Definitely might buy him, but I don't play this game that much anymore, sadly. So we're gonna hop into the range. We're loaded into the shooting range, and this is where hopefully we will be figuring out how to use each mod properly and how to properly select them. Now I'm gonna play, if I remember, let's play someone to DMR so we can get this rapid fire working and make sure it works properly, because I don't want to recommend something when it doesn't work. Okay, so single fire gun, pretty simple, right and left leans, voila. Alright, since we're already in mod mode, we're gonna hold down the left not bumper, but D-pad until the white light comes on again. And then we're gonna select the first one. And now we got rapid fire. This device is very easy to use. Holy crap, my aim. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so rapid fire is on. Let's try going down to the second one. The first one is your primary rapid fire, so for your main gun. And then the second light here is for your secondary rapid fire. So we're gonna hold this down. We're gonna activate it. And now, the one thing I did notice that most games like Rainbow, it won't recognize that which is primary and secondary. That's fine and all. So we want to go to the recoil one. So we're going to hold down left in the D-pad again. Two sides to vibrate, know that we're in. So we're going to go over to the third light, next to the closest to the plugin, and we're going to hit Y. That's not that bad, actually. Now this is it's like an always on recoil. If I can pull it up again, I can show you. Auto recoil adjustment, always on, especially enabled, sniper enabled, disabled, and Y-axis, stuff like that. So that's the second one we have here. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna switch characters. If I can remember how to do it. Let's go to Hibana. She's got a lot of recoil. I know in a fact. So, okay then. Okay, let's turn them off. Let's see how it acts with everything turned off. So I just wiped all the mods. So that's her typical recoil, right? Right, look, this is her typical recoil, right? Alright, so we're gonna turn on the recoil control. Now run the recoil control. Let's see how it does. A lot better, in my opinion. Like, still not as good. Now, something I always did like running was the rapid fire mod on constantly, because it just made guns recoil a lot easier to play when I first understood how to play Rainbow. So now we got those two activated. Whoa, okay. Definitely different. Oh, that's clean right there. Look at that. So, not so bad, not so bad. Secondary. Oh, absolutely none recoil. Okay. That's cool. It doesn't like... Huh. Okay. So, these are the primary ones that I like to focus on, especially in a game like Rainbow. I definitely don't need to pull down at all. I can just kind of aim. Oh yeah, that's clean. Alright, why don't we try this in an actual game with the setup we have right now. So let's head over to an actual match of Rainbow Six Siege and see how well we can do. So, few things I want to bring up before I end this video off, of course. The first thing is about the audio. I apologize for the audio changes because normally I record with a Rode like kind of hookup mic that's on my desk, and then I have the shotgun mic that I bought for 40 bucks a long time ago when I wanted to do blogging but never did it. I tried using it because it's honestly a better sounding mic and it gives it more of an open back air. But since I live right next to a highway, you hear the traffic, you hear the cars, the bikes, everything goes by. So it's not really worth it in the long shot. So sorry again, apologize. I just wanted to try that out. Onto the actual adapter itself, is it worth it? I say yes. If you want something to give you a better experience playing console games, paddles is where it's at. It's honestly what I believe brought up my skill level from being good at a game to being fantastic, was not being able to remove my thumbs off the joystick while hitting A or B or crouch spamming, stuff like that. You have so much more of an advantage while playing the games like Apex, Rainbow, Call of Duty. It's so worth it to spend the $30 for this adapter or attachment for your controller to be just a little bit better at a game. And then that's about it. For 30 bucks, 100% worth it. The mods, on the other hand, only like 5 work. The recoil one, rapid fire, and the secondary rapid fire. And then like the crouching ones are kind of like meh, I guess. They don't work well in most games. So like, what's the point of using them? But the rapid fire one works great because it's a macro. What are you gonna do? You have rapid fire and a pistol. You're gonna outgun anybody in Modern Warfare. That's pretty much what I have to say about this adapter. If you guys liked this video, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I do have a Discord if you have any questions or any issues. Now, I will be holding on this thing for a long time, so if you do have bugs, I will try to figure it out and help you, assist you with issues you're having. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one.